You guys, what's up? It's me, JC, and we're back to do another face-to-face video chat because you guys really seem to like the last video, and I just figured since you guys liked it so much that maybe it would be good for us to be face-to-face again for another video. It's going to be another list kind of video, just like I did the other day or previously, and today's list or topic, of course, is going to be the top 10 favorite games that I've played so far. So, for those of you that know me or have heard me talking about or playing any of my games that I've done on my YouTube channel, my absolute favorite game is, of course, The Last of Us. Even though I'm a little bit scared of it right now and it's a little bit too hard for me to beat right now, it still does qualify as my top favorite game that I have ever played so far. So that's a pretty high up there rating, if I do say so myself. It's always been an amazing game. It's an amazing storyline. As most of you know, if you frequently watch my channel, then you should know that I absolutely freaking love Naughty Dog's games. I really do hope to see The Last of Us 2. Again, like I said, if there is a Last of Us 2 that is coming out there and we just don't know about it, then I'm gonna have to really buckle down and beat The Last of Us #1 for you guys so you can see the ending of it and see what it's like if you haven't already played it for yourselves or if you haven't already seen gameplay throughs of it. If you're anything like me, I've done both. I've played the games as well as I've watched several other of my favorite YouTubers play the game because it's just something that I really enjoy watching and seeing. I don't have a cover case for that one. I was going to show you guys pictures because I have all the games right over here to my right, so that way you guys can see what the covers look like and familiarize yourself with the games. But that one I only have it as a digital download right now for my PlayStation 4. I let my friend borrow the PlayStation 3 copy, like disc copy that I actually had. So I don't actually have a picture of it. But for those of you that don't know what that game is, it is a kind of like a zombie apocalypse game. I call them zombies. People tell me all the time, no, they're just infected. I get it. I get it. They're infected, but they still try to eat your brains and eat you, so they're zombies. So I know that it's a disease and like a spore that spreads and creates these people. Long story short, you're playing as a guy named Joel. You play as a couple other characters too. Actually, I think you only play as Ellie, but still, two characters total. That's a couple, right? But you get to play as Joel, who, for those of you that don't know already, kind of loses his daughter, and later on in the game runs into a package delivery kind of thing where he has to deliver a girl that's been bitten. Her name is Ellie, and she hasn't turned into a zombie or hasn't been infected. And they think that she might be the cure. I won't give away too much, but you're trying to basically save the world by helping this girl get across to the right people that might be able to develop a cure. So I'll leave it like that. I don't want to do too much spoilers. I don't want to ruin it for people that might just be coming into the video not knowing anything about The Last of Us. If you've never played it, again, I really do think you should play it, or I really need to get on the gameplay. If you guys really want me to try to continue it and finish it, let me know. I can always, if anything, I can turn down the hardness. Or I can leave it as it is and just try to go with it the way that it is right now. I mean, that's going to be a little bit more difficult, but it's not necessarily impossible. Now, my second favorite game, I'm sure that you guys have already figured this out by now. I have not finished the game, so I don't know how great the ending is, but it is Uncharted 4, which for those of you who watch my channel would know that that is what one of the games that I am playing right now on my channel. So that is my second favorite game. I think it's an amazing story so far. It's really beautiful, and I think it was really well thought out and really well made. I wish I could play it more often, but I'm also doing 3 other game series on my channel right now, so it makes it a little bit difficult and causes a lot of conflicts for me to be able to do it all in one go, especially since I can only record in intervals of 30 minutes on my cell phone. So there's that too. The next game, I'm sure you guys have already figured this out as well. is the Uncharted Collection game. I do have it for PlayStation 4. I figured this would be better than grabbing all 3 of the other Uncharteds and just naming them off one by one by one as 3 different ones, because that's not fair and that's not funny. But in order, I would say it's 3, 2, 1. Like, I like the third one best, or the second one. It's right there between the third and the second. And the first one, not so much. I didn't really like the first one, only because of those creepy little creatures that come out that scare me, and I couldn't beat the game because I was scared. But that's besides the point. They're also the same kind of creatures that are in an Until Dawn, which is also in my pile somewhere. So apparently, I still like it, you know? It's just one of those things that creep me out and scare me. My hair's all kind of fucked up. The next game on my list here is Beyond Two Souls. These are by the developers of Quantic Dream, sorry. It looks kind of weird. It's like all spaced together. I don't even know if that shows up the right way in the camera. Who cares? You guys can read backwards, right? If it doesn't, sure. Anyway, you guys pretty much already know what the Uncharted series are. It's a guy that searches for treasure. In the newest episode, if you have seen me try to play it, is I did realize there's no game in here. I don't know where my game is. It's probably in the system. But he searches for treasure. Right now he's trying to save his brother, who's kinda in a line with or out of line with a really big drug dealer or drug lord who is ready to kick some ass if he doesn't get his stuff. So, you know, and the other ones is just a treasure hunter. In this game, it's basically where this girl, she has an entity or soul connected to hers, and she can kind of control it. I mean, she does say in the game nobody controls him. His name is Aiden, or that's what the character's name is throughout the game. The one that's attached to her. I don't actually remember her name right now. Oh, Jody? Yeah, it's Jody. But yeah, Jody has an entity that's attached to her, and you kind of you're able to actually beat the game by using his powers to help you and to guide you and to, you know, get you out of sticky situations when you need to get out of situations like that. This one's for PlayStation 3. I think they actually did a remake of it for PlayStation 4. For those of you that don't know, by the way, these are also the developers for Detroit Become Human, which is my third on my list, on my last list for most anticipated upcoming games. So I'm super stoked about that, and I am probably going to check to see if that disc is in the PlayStation 3 at some point. I'm sure it is. It probably is. It's probably the last game I was playing, honestly. Before I got the PlayStation 4. I would imagine it is. I just kind of unplugged everything when I was moving. I think it's in there, yeah. But, yeah, if you guys want to see any of these games, by the way, let me know. I can plug in the old PlayStation 3 to play these games for you if you're interested in them. Or we can leave it at that, or I can see if they have them for PlayStation 4. I mean, it's not a big deal. The next game, as I've already mentioned, that would be on this list is Until Dawn, which is a horror game that, of course, scares the piss out of me. I am terrified of it. It's a really good game, though. I really liked it. I liked the beginning part more than the end because of something. But anyway, this is about, I'm trying not to give out too much information about the games in case you guys haven't seen them. But basically, it's 8 friends, I think. 3, 6, 7, yeah. 8 friends go into a cabin. 2 of them are 3 of them are sisters and brother. And the 2 sisters end up dying. And the brothers blame everybody, or the brother blames everybody else because it was their fault that they ran out into the woods because they played a prank on her, on one of them, and the other one ran off after the other one, and they ended up dying. And yeah, they try to get over it, though. They try to have a nice little party and stuff like that. I'm not going to give out too much information about the game. But anyway, the sisters are dead. The brother is upset with everyone. But, I mean, they try to get over it, and they try to go back and do a little camping trip up in the mountains in Blackwood Pines, up in the cabin to try to forget everything, forgive and forget. And it's a horror game though. They find out that they're not alone. There is an attacker that ends up being out there, and much more. I'm not going to get too in depth because I don't want to spoil anything. But anyway, it's a good game. It's scary. I hate the ending part because, yeah. Anyway, the next game is Life is Strange. Now, this is the first game that I played on my channel series. I just really liked it. It's basically about a girl that figures out she can control time, or rewind time, more or less, to try and change events that have already happened or that she knows are going to happen. For those of you that have not seen it yet, it is posted on my channel. However, watchers beware. It was the first series on my channel, and it probably wasn't that great because I had a really poor setup, but it was something that I really wanted to do, and here I am. So, yeah, I wouldn't put too much hope into those series. I mean, I know it wasn't the best recording angles and stuff like that, but you know, commentary's still good, kind of, I'm sure. Next game is, of course, Rise of the Tomb Raider. I bet you guys can guess what's next after this one. These are kind of just like, the Uncharted series, where they kind of look for treasure and try to figure out secrets. I know she's more in tune with her father and trying to figure out what happened to her father in the new one, more or less. Or not, she's not trying to figure out what happened. She knows he died, but I think it was that fucking bitch that I don't like, that I shot and died. I have a series, not all of it yet, posted up on my channel, but I did shoot her and fucking lost, because, you know, but whatever. It was worth it, honestly. Next one, of course, is Tomb Raider, the other Tomb Raider Game of the Year edition Tomb Raider. That's all it says. It doesn't have an actual title or anything like that. I really liked it. This was actually the first Tomb Raider game that I've ever played. I know that they did have them for PlayStation 1 and probably 2, probably 3. Well, actually, yeah, there's one other besides this one. But that one's more bulky. Like, she got some square titties, let's put it that way. She's definitely got some square titties, I know that. But I just didn't like the graphics on it. And the other ones, I've just never really had an opportunity to play. I'm sure that they're great, but I'm also sure that they don't have as good as graphics as much as I would like them to be. Because as you guys already know, if you watch my channel, I am really into high graphics. So I do prefer higher graphics compared to lower graphics. So I would prefer a video or a game series that has newer stylized and higher quality, in my opinion. My next favorite game, or my 9th favorite game, top game on this list, is going to be Infamous Second Son. I really did like this game. This is actually the first game that I had for my PlayStation 4. Yeah. I'm hoping that they make another one because I actually really did like it. It was pretty cool. I liked having all the powers. I just thought it was really interesting. So basically this is about a kid that gets hit by a conduit, which conduits are people that have superhuman abilities like fire or ice. I don't think there was ice in this one, but there's like neon and video and stuff like that, and rock or concrete. Yeah, it's concrete. But anyway, there are superhuman abilities, and he gets actually hit by one of them and gains the firepower, and he figures out that he is actually unlike any other conduit out there. He's actually able to retain and get any conduit's powers just by touching them. Basically, you know, he gains that ability and he learns to control it, and he hunts down the machines that are scouring the city to watch over people, to take their power, to gain different abilities and things like that. And basically you have to bring down the classical bad guy story. So it's pretty cool, it's fun. There is a mean story side and there is a good story side. I've only ever done the good story side. I started to do the mean one, but I felt like a real asshole, and I actually felt really bad. I don't know if you guys know this already, but I don't have too many friends, and I was really happy that people would like cheer me on when I was in the street. I was like, yay, I'm recognized, I'm acknowledged, people like me. I don't know, it just felt good being the good guy and having people wanting you to be around. So I don't know, it's dumb. I understand it's dumb, but I also don't like being an asshole, so, you know, that's just me. And my 10th favorite game on this list so far, and I do want you guys to keep in mind, it's probably not more or less that I just don't like any other games. It's that I haven't beaten a lot of the games that I have because either they're too hard or too scary, or I lose interest in them. But I've also only played video games for like a year now is when I really got started getting into them. I think it was on either my 20th or 21st birthday that I got my first PlayStation 3, and I really fell in love with it since then. And then I, you know, it just kind of took off, and I really enjoyed being able to play the games from then on out. But anyway, the 10th and final game on my 10 favorite games I played so far list is going to be Heavy Rain. I do think it is a really good game. It's a story about a killer where basically the killer ends up taking your son. And you have to try to find your son and figure out who the killer is before your son is killed, because what happens is the children are placed in a well and it is let to rain for several days or several weeks, and at some point the well fills up and the children will drown. So you have to find your son before it's too late and figure out who the killer is to try to stop them from doing it in the future, so that way your son's not captured again and taken into this man's creepy basement-like area. It's not really a basement, it's somewhere else. I won't give too many details out again because I don't want to do spoilers. That's definitely no fun for anybody for me to be spoiling everything. So I was as vague as I could be without trying to make it completely uninteresting, I believe. I hope you guys get what I'm saying or get what I'm trying to do to make sure that I don't actually ruin or spoil anything, because I know what it's like to really want to play a game or see a game, and then somebody just completely ruins it for you, and then it's just not interesting anymore and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's just one of those things, you know, it's part of life, honestly, I suppose. No one likes spoilers unless they ask, and no one asked, so this was also kind of requested, more or less. They did ask me to do my top 10 favorite games. I didn't even know if I had a top 10 because, like I said, I haven't been playing games for very long. Most of the games that I have tried to play, such as Mad Max and Fallout 4 and stuff like that, just have lost my interest. I don't know if it's just maybe not my style or if it's just not interesting to me, but I have tried to play other games like those before, and I've always quit ahead of time before they were even done or before they were even close to being done. So I wasn't even sure, and that's why I kind of pushed this one off further, is because I had to go through the games that I actually have and see if I actually do have 10 games that I liked playing. There are a couple other games, such as the Walking Dead games. I do like those ones. If there is another game or another series for this one, I will definitely play it, or for the Walking Dead series. Of course, The Walking Dead is my favorite TV show, so I do appreciate and like the games. I do have The Walking Dead Michonne on my cell phone. However, it's really hard to do it on your cell phone, and I'm stuck on this one part that you can't walk through the zombies because you die instantly. It's like insta-death. So it's just like I kind of gave up on it. So I mean, but if they do post it for PlayStation 4, then of course I'll play it for you guys. I don't know if they're going to make a season 3 for The Walking Dead. I hope that they do. I think that'd be pretty cool. And I would like to play that for you guys. I've already posted videos with what games I do have available. However, again, I do have more people that watch the channel now. So if you do see a video game in this list of my top 10 favorite games that you really want to see me play, you just have to let me know and I will make sure that I get it posted for you guys and do playthroughs for you. Like I said, if you tell me what you want, I will try to hear you out and I will do as you guys ask. If you guys have other kinds of suggestions for different types of videos other than just gameplays, you have to let me know so that way I can do these things for you and I can, you know, show you that I am listening and that I do care what you guys think and what you guys want to see. This is not just my channel. It's not for just me. It's for everybody, and everybody that watches, I want to, you know, like the content and to be happy with the content that I post. So don't be afraid to speak out and let me know what you want to see or how you feel about some of the games that I posted. Let me know if you guys have played the games before or if you guys like the games that I listed, or even make suggestions. There could be games out there that I still have never played and just don't know are super amazing. You know, that's always a great possibility. Like I said, I've only been gaming religiously or, you know, a lot for a couple years now. I'm only 22, so it was either my 19th or my 21st birthday, and I know I'm a little bit late for the YouTube train, but I mean, I like to entertain people. I like to see people smiling and happy, and it's something that I watch every day. I watch other people's YouTube channels every day, at least for 10 minutes a day, because I like watching it. I like being a part of it. I don't know. I feel like it would be really cool if I could do it as a job. I mean, obviously I don't want to just say, "Oh yeah, I don't want to do it for you guys and I just want it to do it for the money." That's not it. I love doing this, and like I said, I dread going into work every Monday. I hate my normal day job. You know, it sucks. It's no fun. I'm miserable. There was a death threat, or not a death threat, but they threatened to come to one of the sites that I work out. I won't explain too much on Friday, so we had to call the cops and things like that. It's a phone job. You have to answer the phones and take calls and stuff like that. I won't go too into detail because there's some crazy people out there, and I realized that since the other day, so I won't go too into detail, but it's a scary place. It's a scary world. Um, it really is, and it's a miserable job. You know, I'm not happy there. I do it because you have to do something to survive. And I mean, it pays enough for me to live here by myself with this one right here. She's right here. She's right here. See, look at the kitty. But anyway, I mean, I would love to do this as a job. I really would. I think it would be amazing. Um, and I think it would make me a lot happier, but it doesn't necessarily have to happen. It's just my goal, I guess. Or dream kind of job other than being like a model or an actress or whatever. But yeah, I think it's cool, and I want to be able to feel like there's people out there that care about me, because I don't know, I've had a hard time feeling like my family has cared about me in the past, and it can be hard. You know, it's great to have people that support you, and you know, if you have people behind you every day that support you and appreciate what you do, then it makes you want to keep going and moving forward with things, makes you happier. It lets you do the things that you love, and yeah, it's just nothing more to really say about it. It's just what it is, honestly. But anyway, I don't want to drag this video on too much longer here, so I'll go ahead and leave it here. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. These videos always seem to get way more likes and views than the gameplays, and I think it's because you guys actually get to see me and it's a face-to-face interaction, which is great. So I hope you guys do like these videos. If you do, let me know. If you guys want to see any other kinds of videos or want to see any gameplays from me, just let me know and I will do my best. And again, thank you so much for watching and thank you so much for supporting me. I hope you guys had a good weekend and hope you guys have a good week. Hopefully it's pretty painless. I know mine's not going to be painless, but I'll hang in there and I'm sure you guys will too. So thanks again for watching and I will see you in the next episode, okay? Bye.